That bug game was just amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What the hell was that about? Did they explain that?
I have no idea, but it was like a swarm of locusts. I don't know what descended on them.
It's a large area. That's why occasionally there's like
it was just,
bugs. It's a field.
Like,
it was gnats.
You're in the field.
Yeah.
It was gnats or something. And, and our guys put together all the headlines from that game.
They all and each one of these headlines, someone thought they were being clever.
Yeah.
Right.
And original.
Front page of the paper, stung. They were gnats, first of all.
They're gnats.
They're just a
nothing
nuisance.
stung anybody.
Back page, doom buggy. Yanks on verge of elimination after loss to pesty tribe.
Yeah.
Joba Buggin. Of course, Joba is one of their relief pitchers.
Yeah, but Joba Buggin?
Buggin, yeah.
Buggin.
Because, a lot of bugs. Bombers in 0-2 hole after bugging out. Yanks victim of insecticide. Now they're in a swarm of trouble. It goes on.
Of course it does.
Another paper with the front page saying, "Swats up." Back page, bugging out. Reality bites for bombers. Sudden swarm plagues Yanks. A-Rod's October not happening.
That's happening.
Not happening.
Wouldn't like the New York Post one day just blow everybody away by just having the headline be Yankees lose due to bugs on the field?
Yeah.
Right. And then the final one, Andy Jem gets lost in the buzz. Everyone's trying to work the headline for this Bush story. Their headline is, "No lame duck." Oh, duck. Bush eludes shoes heaved at him by an Iraqi newsman. So what was the deal with this? Obviously, he was...
Oh, my God. This one, the Daily News is the worst.
Even better?
Oh, my God. Suicide attack.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Jim. Jim, say that one more time.
Suicide attack.
That's hilarious.
It's the word SHOE-aside.
It's so corny. It's hilarious, though.
You like that one?
Oh, it's hilarious. Suicide.
I hate these, witty little headlines. A lame duck joke. But Bush was already put his hands on the podium he was like, yeah, this is cool.
Oh, he just knows it doesn't
Who else
matter.
wants to throw shoes?
It's like we need little puns and wordplay, and what are we doing? Like on the back, the big bruise instead of big blue. Yeah. Big bruise for the Giants. How stupid are we? We need little word games in the media. Wow. Oh, here we go with the Jets in the back of the Post. Potluck.
Well, because he was, he was called with pot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then his return, he could get smoke bills.
Yeah, because he likes pot. Do you get it?
So many word
All right, ready?
Puns.
Yeah. If they threw... if he threw a can at Bush, what would the headline be?
Well, if he would have missed, it probably would have been no can do.
How about Afghanistan?
All right, let's go with the bit for a while. If you got one, give us a call. You know what, though? As lame as that is, they would go with that in a second. The papers would go with that in a second.
I'm just trying to think of if something happened over there.
Yeah.
What the headlines would be if that is.
Oh, that's funny. With the Bush thing, the Secret Service guys behind the door there, if you've seen the video, and they just kind of come out very, almost nonchalant. They're not rushing like it's the. And Bush's people come through the door all right, that's it. Where is this at? Oops.
Well, they know
where's this a-hole?
They know there are no guns there because of they're screened pretty heavily going in.
Yeah.
The media. So they know that there's probably no guns. But, boy, they tackled this bastard quickly.
Look at Bush's face, though, one last time. Watch. Ooh.
Yeah.
Now,
Holy mother of God.
That guy just missed his head, and Bush really...
What's gonna happen?
So would he been some type of martyr?
He will be a hero.
If the shoe hit him?
Even that he's a hero in the Islamic world forever because he threw it.
Right.
They know he tried to hit him.
Yeah,
he's beheading free.
I tell you what,
what happens to that
dude
guy
had
now?
a great arm.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he stoned a wife or two.
Yeah. He doesn't have a great arm. He was 12 feet away.
Yeah, but he really... Bush is so quick. He had that right at Bush's face.
The second one, he barely ducked. He knew exactly
if Bush caught the shoe and chewed it, it would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Just he caught it and just chewed the heel.
Or if he grabbed it with his foot and ran it back like a dog and gave it to the guy. What would that have said about the U.S.?
How do you take your shoes off knowing that this is a big thing over there?
Dude.
Like, you got to all right.
Oh, can you imagine? Listen to what you just said. First of all.
I'm serious, though.
Wait a minute.
In America, you could take no one's going to think
he's
twice.
He's sitting there, right?
Yeah.
He's sitting there the whole time. He's planning his shoe attack.
Yeah.
Days in advance.
Yes.
So he's done that. He's been planning it.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, right, with his loafer or whatever he had, and he's just he's looking around,
like, all
and
right,
he's trying to
go time.
He's trying to slowly act like
that's what I mean.
He's getting his shoe off.
Because I think even if you made a motion for your foot in that situation, everyone's like, "Oh no, the shoe thing."
No,
not
'cause
good.
You're a reporter there. They're all media. So he probably did, like, you take your shoes off, you just take them off without, you touch it, like, with your feet.
With
so
your feet in the back of the heel?
Yeah.
He's sliding the shoe
Yeah.
off.
So he probably took them both off, but he was dumb. He ducked, he threw one, then ducked and picked it up and threw the other one. He should have picked them both up
he
and
was
thrown.
fast. Yeah.
He was a quick little
He
bastard.
had it
quick.
planned.
All right, let's go to the phones here. Tom in Chicago. What's up, Tom?
Looked like a case of shoe-jitsu.
Let's go to Anthony in Ohio. Anthony.
Can shoe believe it?
Yes,
Surprised that wasn't it.
What up, Anthony?
shoe fly shoe.
Shoe fly shoe? All right. Well, let's go to Sonny Ferrelli.
Or
in
no,
Boston.
don't shoot, but you spell it SHOE-T.
There it is. Sonny.
Hey, if Dick Cheney was there, would he be considered to be a shoe-in?
Wow. Wait,
A shoe in, like, for the seat afterwards, I guess.
Goddamn comedy.
You're a real heel.
You're a heel. You are a
Hey.
heel.
I was trying. Here's some quick audio.
The agreement lays out a framework for the
This is the raw
withdrawal of
audio.
American forces in Iraq, a withdrawal that is possible because of the success of the surge.
جنوده وجنود الولايات المتحدة والمدنيين فإننا نقترب كثيرا من هذه النهاية.
شكرا جزيلا.
Wow, you know what? Hearing the audio, did anyone else think that he was ducking in the beginning of this? And just kept going? Listen to this.
The agreement lays
Listen for
out
the
a
duck.
framework for the withdrawal of American forces in Iraq, a withdrawal that is possible.
Yeah, right there.
Right there. Possible. I thought, wow, he's smooth. He's continuing. But that wasn't the moment when the shoe went flying.
Yeah, and he missed. What a nerd.
He should have hit him. Not because I want the
Not
president.
glad he didn't. I don't want them.
No.
You know,
Not
that's
that.
amazing, man.
Hold on, because I could probably get a visit today. What I'm trying to say is the guy was 10 to 12 feet away. He probably should have hit him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see the president, hit by a shoe by one of these savages.
Dude, that is amazing video right there.
Yeah.
It's really violent.
Yeah.
that dude was violent.
But how unflappable does Bush look? Anyone that thinks that Bush is not...
Wow.
He just ducks.
Wow.
He's
And he doesn't bat an eye.
Let's go to Chris in
didn't move.
Jersey. Chris.
Wow.
Hey, it was a sneaker attack.
It was a sneaker attack. Damn it, I wish I had thought of that one. That's a good one. It was a sneaker attack.
Let's go to Fletch in Jersey. Fletch.
Hey, good morning, guys. Listen, if he had been hit in the head, he could have been listed as the sole survivor.
The soul survivor.
The soul survivor.
That's not bad.
So LA.
Wow. All right. We're looking for other ones like Patrice, though, if it was something else that was thrown.
Wow.
What was it again? Afghanistan?
Afghan, if they throw a can. The Taliban.
Or if it was a rock, they would have said, I rock ye.
I rock you. Oh, my God.
So dumb.
It's just awful.
All right, so Daily News from last Tuesday, headline, Jock shocks in court. Jock shocks in court. I'll be playing off the shock jock thing because we're shock jocks.
Of course we are.
But I shocked the court. Opie and Anthony's shock jock, Anthony Cumia, reached a deal in his divorce from his wife, Jennifer, after a Manhattan Supreme Court hearing yesterday that was almost as kinky as one of his shows.
Wow. So the Dick Ebersol plane crash is pretty tragic.
I don't know why 1 second you're
I don't know why these business executives and these Hollywood types are still flying these private jets. Those are the things that are going down more often than any other aircraft.
That's what I was going to say. 1 second you're on your private plane, you got your handsome family with you, you're rich, you're winging all over the United States, going to things.
And jam with the Stones.
Jam with the Stones. And then the next minute you're stumbling around a flaming wreckage, one of your kids are dead, and... you're freaking out.
Can we discuss?
This sucks.
Just the way the different papers. There's 3 papers we have here. One is Daily News, and here's the article: Students grieve for Teddy. That's the kid's name.
Yeah.
And in the it looks like one of the other papers, it said body of youngest Ebersol son found.
Mm-hmm. So those are pretty normal headlines for a tragedy such as this, right?
And this is the Post, I believe.
Yeah.
NBC jet kid dead. That's exactly the way they phrase it.
The Post.
NBC jet kid dead.
It's so impersonal and there's no reason to write a headline like that.
He doesn't work for NBC.
No.
It's just stupid. NBC jet kid dead.
Jet kid dead.
But then it says underneath body of Ebersol's son in wreckage. Like that explains it. It's like, do you have to be a sensationalist scumbag publication all the time?
That's really awful.
It's not like this guy's like if you write something like that about Robert Chambers, some awful, scumbag headline because he's a piece of shit. But this is a 14-year-old kid.
Preppy killer. I'm sure the Post came up with that one.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's a good name for him. That's what he is.
Preppy. Jew neck twister arrested. Jew broad neck twister arrested on drug charge.
I remember when Lennon got shot, the Post was so insensitive, the headline read, Chink Lover Eats Lead.
Holy shit. What is wrong?
Well, that's what the Post would write.
I didn't say that. The Post wrote it.
I understand what he's going for there. That's what the Post would write. They're insensitive.
I didn't tell them when George Harrison passed away to have the headline read, Adios, Puddinhead.
I gotta blow my nose.
I wish that guy was here to eat it. Nah.
I need a tissue or a napkin.
There you are.
What a mess. Thank you, Jimmy.
They just don't handle things with dignity. I'm sorry.
Well, this just in about the plane crash, by the way. Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. The plane skidded off the runway and burst into Steve's.
That was awful. Oh, God, my nose is running.
Same joke over and over again. Eco from Philly. I wonder if the plane went down in a huge smoking inferno of Steve's shoes. Wow, these guys get it. Jerry Lee Lewis from Whackbag, Charlotte. When you say flaming wreckage, do you mean wreckage of the Steve variety?
Wow. You know what I don't like about sitting outside with Steve in that outfit is that moths fly around his head and feet.
Let's say how to say.
Let's all put another log on the Steve.
Chesting?
Chesting!
I was going to sing Chestnuts Roasting by Steve Sweet, but of
you're
course...
so eager to get it all out in one word.
Chestnuts Roasting. Chesting.
Chesting fire.
Fat neck, little thin lips.
Oh, so eager to please.
Old Komodo dragon torso.
Dragon? Just shut up. Stop the pain.
All right.
NBC Jet Kid dead. That is just awful.
Very insensitive.
It's just, and it's not necessary. I don't mind something insensitive if it's necessary.
Mike?
Whatever it would be, like the Chambers thing. Or you know what I mean? You know, or maybe when the Rodney King beating happened. I didn't think that they needed to put Jighead gets lumpy, but that was what they... That was what they chose to put.
Oh, my God.
What?
The bell's not even going to help that, Anthony.
No.
That wasn't that bad.
Mike from Virginia, this is how the Post had the headline of Reagan's death. President Reagan, forgetful man, forgets to breathe.
Not bad.
And then Kerry from Jersey, I guess. This is true. A real New York Post headline from a few years ago. I remember this one. Headless body and topless bar.
Yep.
Do you remember that
was
one?
a good one.
I do remember that one. Yes, very good. Thank you for.
But
bringing that up.
I'm sorry, but it was unnecessary. When Nancy Reagan had the mastectomy, for them to have the headline, 1 down, 1 to go, was there any real reason for that? I mean, it just wasn't right. Oh.
All right, well, it is sad, though.
Yeah.
Obviously. Duke from Jersey. What's up, Duke?
Goodness gracious, great balls, Steve.
Pappy from Jersey.
Morning, fellas.
Hey.
Morning, Sugar Pants.
Hi, Angel Eyes. I'm sorry. I have a mouthful of smoothie.
Yeah, it's smoothie time.
Yep.
A little earlier than usual, but...
Hey. Back when this guy in California killed all these guys in a McDonald's, the headline in the Post was Big Mac Attack.
Yeah,
And that
that's
was a
true,
real
too.
one.
Big Mac attack.
Wow.
That's what's sad about this. The fake ones aren't that off from the real ones that the Post does.
And the Post just tries so hard to let people think they're a legitimate newspaper and that they're outraged by certain things. Whenever the Post or that Phil Mushnick cocksucker decides he's going to spread some of his morality around, just look where you draw your paycheck from, you dolt.
His last name is Mushnick.
He is a Mushnick.
Ugh. Sounds like a Yiddish insult.
A Mushnick.
You're a Mushnick.
A Mushnick on you and your family.
I never take it off. I die with it on my Mushnick.
Yeah, we forgot. Yeah, this guy reminds us this was a real New York Post headline when Arafat died. Arafat lady sings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it had his big fat wife on the cover. Arafat lady sings. Good one.
Oh, Booby Man from Brooklyn checking in, Anthony. He writes, "Hey, I lost my job today. I was Steved."
Oh. Slappy C from Jersey say, Norton is on Steve's shoes this morning.
Oh, God, I wish I could think of more fucking tragedies. God.
Was this a real headline?
What?
Bud Dwyer shoots off at the mouth?
Could be. No, I doubt it.
Could very well have been.
Why do I doubt it? What a fool.
Why do I doubt it? Why did you doubt that?
I don't know.
We're all trolling for headlines.
Oh, I know. Why can't this refresh faster?
Trying to get the listeners involved.
So this
Opie.
show could have some timing.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
No, that didn't work, Iron Jeff.
Well.
Sorry. No.
Last time Michael Jackson was accused of rape, the Post headline was Jacko gets some cracko. I don't think Jacko gets some cracko.
I do remember, though, when Michael Jackson was doing that Pepsi video and somebody threw one of Steve's shoes at him.
Chris from Philly, New York Post headline on Kurt Cobain's death. Guess he did have a gun.
That's a good one.
Daniel from Alabama, I just found an old headline from the 70s. Leonard Skinner goes down on Steve in Louisiana.
Yes.
Hey, now jokes are coming in, Anthony.
Oh.
Steve from Philly, what's the difference between a Jew and a pizza?
What?
A pizza doesn't scream when you put it in Steve's shoes.
Oh. Ouch.
That's awful, Steve. From Philly. Should be ashamed of yourself.
Was Eric late this morning because of Steve's Boots alarm?
Slappy from Jersey. Headline, Calgary Steves win the Stanley Cup. And James is learning something in Toronto. He learned today that my favorite Hendrix song is actually called Steve.
I do like that one Johnny Cash number, Burn and Ring of Steve's Shoes.
God, we can run shit into a ground.
Yeah,
We
don't
really
we?
can.
Don't we know how?
Instead of having money headlines prepared, just keep doing the shoot.
It was brought to my attention that Chauncey Hayden, who's pretty much obsessed with me at this point, has another article about me that comes out, I guess, tomorrow. And this article is so ridiculous. I read it just before Adam walked in the studio and completely lost my shit, broke equipment in here, and then I sat down and I pretty much was trying not to bite my own face off. And then Anthony and Jimmy, you know, I was hiding behind equipment because I didn't want Adam to feel uncomfortable, but I was completely losing my mind. There's an article coming out tomorrow in Steppin' Out magazine where I'm being called the asshole of the week by Chauncey Hayden, someone who's very, very obsessed with me. He's a dirty journalist.
Only a week, though?
Huh?
Only a week?
He's a dirty journalist. He's a lying journalist. He's a dishonest journalist. And someday he will get his because, you know, it's becoming very obvious to many people in the know that this guy is just dirty. Simple as that. So he's got an article coming out tomorrow. It says Asshole of the Week. And it reads as follows. Greg Opie Hughes of the Opie and Anthony 92.3 K-Rock radio show. The lowest radio morning show in New York City. That's the first lie right there, by the way. If you want, you know, we'll go through some of the lies in this whole fucking thing. The lowest rated morning show in New York City. That's not true. There are people much lower than our morning radio show here in New York. Is furious at me for publishing a story about an alleged sex tape starring his fiancée, Lindsay. Lindsay, and he gets her name wrong, so that's the second false info. He calls her Lindsay O'Groton. Who the hell is Lindsay O'Groton?
I don't know, but I had some the other night with a steak. It was wonderful.
So there's more misinformation by this wonderful journalist.
Jeez.
And MTV's favorite jackass, Bam Margera. There's only one problem.
It's not the favorite, by the way.
Huh?
Steve-O or Johnny Knoxville
would probably
be favorites. So there's another one.
Well, no, that's his opinion, though. That, you know, you can't. But I mean, to get her name wrong, you can't even do the simple, you know, fact checking.
Bam Alfredo.
There's only one problem.
Cheesy dish joke. Thank you, fan. I'm a douche.
I don't give a shit, but let me at least read through this. There's only one problem. Dopey Opie never bothered to pick up a copy of Steppin' Out. I wouldn't even know where to pick up a copy of Steppin' Out magazine.
Why?
There's only one problem. Dopey Opie never bothered to pick up a copy of Steppin' Out.
Steppin' on. Try your feet.
To see what the story reported or even if the story had ever been published. It hadn't until now. First of all, I don't know where to find Stepping Out magazine. I don't go out of my way to read it. Why would I read your crap?
I think it's in those little newspaper things with all the queer papers in it. And where you can, like, get some filthy pussy for, like, $5.
Maybe. I really wouldn't even... I'm not even kidding. I wouldn't even know where to find this magazine. This is what I do when I'm not doing radio, is search out Stepping Out magazine. Why would I do that? I know that you're full of lies and deceit and you're dishonest. Why would I read your crap? I would have to assume that half the stuff you write in your columns are bullshit.
He's a little jealous because he doesn't get the attention he wants.
And this is the only thing I'm mad at. I mean, you could call me asshole of the week. You could say how, like, people that used to work for the radio show hate my guts. Whatever. Talk all you want about me. I don't give a shit. But what really is pissing me the fuck off is this. He says last week, Paige, do you really want...
Dude, I'm just trying to fucking around.
But you know what? Sometimes it's a real moment. Just fucking go with the real moment. You're not going through this fucking bullshit.
Dude, I've been through so much fucking shit involved in this show. Lighten up. I'm trying to fucking keep it light.
I don't want to keep this light.
All right? Do what you want.
There's no reason to keep this light.
Do what you want.
You know,
yell at me, throw headphones at Jimmy. We're the fucking assholes. Fuck this then.
I didn't. First of all, I didn't throw the. I already explained that I didn't throw the head.
You fucking.
I didn't throw the headphones at fucking Jimmy. I explained.
You're fucking dick to us because you're pissed off at this.
No, because you're.
And we're assholes now,
dude. You're uncomfortable in making jokes.
No,
There's not a time for jokes. That's all.
Dopey show.
Well, it's not fun right now.
I throw in jokes.
It's not fun right now, Anthony.
info out.
It's not fun. You know we've talked behind the scenes and what this has done to me and my girl.
I understand. I've been through shit like similar shit. I understand.
It's not
but
fun.
We're not the bad fucking assholes here.
All I'm asking is not to make little jokes. I want to have a moment here. And when I threw the headphones, when I read this, I wasn't throwing them at Jimmy, and I apologized immediately. Didn't I apologize to you immediately? Yeah. I did not throw the headphones at you. I swear to God.
I know.
I went to hit this fucking thing, and they went flying over the thing. And immediately I said I fucking didn't throw the headphones at you. This is a real moment that's going on. I got a girl at home that is this close to a fucking nervous breakdown because she doesn't deserve this shit.
I understand.
Say whatever you want about me. I don't care. But my chick doesn't deserve this shit.
I know.
And what happened was this is a fucking false rumor, a lie that was started a year and a half ago by someone we all know his name, and fucking. Chauncey was the one that fed this fucking story to Page 6 and made them believe that this could be possibly true. And now I'm in living fucking hell. Everybody knows in my little circle that it's not true, but there's a lot of people out there still wondering what the fuck is going on with this shit.
Okay, read it and I'll shut the fuck up.
Well, no, I mean, but just don't needle me. That's all I'm asking.
Needling you. I was trying to add a little levity.
Dude, there's been times, and there's been times with you with personal stuff on the show. I'm right there with you, right there. Okay,
I'm right there.
I read you.
Believe me,
and I don't want to bring up stuff, but all I want to say is when you go down a serious road, I'm right there with you. I read you and go, wow, this is pretty heavy shit, and I'm there just to kind of support and listen to what you have to say. And I'm right now, I'm completely on edge, and I apologize if you're throwing in your jokes. I just don't want to hear it right now, because this guy is a complete asshole. And the more research I've done, I can't even tell you the embarrassment, because now I'm doing a lot of research behind the scenes. I'm up to 20 names of people I know that this guy told this rumor to behind my back, just trying to get this rumor out there and trying to get as many people possible to believe this. Got message boards to believe it, where these message boards go into private areas and discuss, well, is the tape real? Does anyone know anything on it? Let's try to find this fucking tape. There's no fucking tape. But now I have to clean up this mess, no matter what it takes. So he continues, because I'm the asshole of the week. Last week, Page 6 of the New York Post published an item that yours truly was planning on running a story on the alleged sex tape in an upcoming issue. Page 6 was correct. What does that mean? Page 6 was correct. What does that mean? However, what Opie failed to do was return my request for a comment regarding the sex tape rumor. Let me make this perfectly clear. No one called me. No one called Anthony. No one called Jim Norton. No one called Bob Eatman, our agent. No one called XM Satellite Radio. They have a whole fucking media department that deals with this shit. They have publicists and stuff. No one called Karen Mateo, who fucking takes all this stuff for CBS Corporate. We didn't get any fucking calls or emails, so I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Of course I would have yelled and screamed and said, what are you kidding me? This is a rumor that was started by a disgruntled employee a year and a half ago. He says, however, what Opie failed to do was return my request for a comment regarding the sex tape rumor. Instead, he chose to humiliate. This is why I can't take fucking jokes today. Instead, he chose to humiliate his fiancée by using the item as a ratings grabber and turning a small mention in Page 6 into 2 days of on-air fireworks. A small mention in Page 6, I hate to tell you, for the rest of the country, that's the one page everybody reads if they're going to pick up a fucking newspaper. It's not something that's buried near the obituaries or the wedding announcements. It's not a small little thing. When it's in Page 6 and it's outlined in a big box, it's a pretty fucking big deal. And I want to make it perfectly clear, I didn't use this to try to grab ratings. I would never do that. Anyone who knows me knows that I wouldn't do that with my chick. Opie even went so far as to lie about the time, and then he brings this fucking thing up again. Opie even went so far to lie about the time he called me on the phone several hours after I interviewed both him and his partner Anthony Cumia for Penthouse magazine and asked if I would change one of their answers. The question was, who invented Whip Them Out Wednesday? First of all, it's Whip Them Out Wednesday. Second of all, I proved my point by just reading his fucking words that come out tomorrow. Anthony answered, we both did. Later that day, Opie called my office and cried how sick he was of Anthony always saying, we invented WOW. He asked that I change the answer to read, and I quote, I invented WoW years before Anthony and I met, proving what a fucking liar this motherfucker is, because anyone could go and do the research. Everyone knows Anthony and I invented WoW when we were at WAAF in Worcester, Massachusetts. It's a known fact. I didn't invent this before I met Anthony. Everyone knows that. Because if I invented it before I met Anthony, I would have been using it on my radio show before I started doing radio with Anthony. So right there, Chauncey, you proved my fucking point. A lie right in your fucking article. I invented WoW years before Anthony and I met. Everybody knows. There's articles proving that we invented it up at WAAF. That we're on TV talking about it, which I gladly did. Last week, Opie denied the call ever took place. Really, all one need to do is read the interview, the January 2001 issue of Penthouse for confirmation. No, I called him because I had problems with the article he initially wrote, and this is why I've had a problem with him ever since. There were a lot of fucking misleading info in the article he did with Anthony and I originally, and I had a problem with that. He had us competing against a guy here in New York that didn't even start yet when we officially did the interview, but by the time the interview came out months later, we were now officially competing against this guy, Rocky Allen, I do believe, if I'm not fucking mistaken. But getting back to the subject at hand, the alleged sex tape. 2 weeks ago, I was contacted by a former staff member who informed me that there was a sex tape involving Opie's fiancée and Bam Margera, and that the tape, allegedly now owned by another former staff member of the Opie and Anthony show, there is no fucking tape. No one owns a fucking tape. And he has to put that in there just to get another fucking jab in, was going to be sold on the internet in the coming weeks. And that was spread by another disgruntled employee that even set up a fucking website saying this is where the tape's going to be. Well, guess what? That guy has gone into hiding because he knows it's not fucking true. Was going to be sold on the internet in the coming weeks. I was told that Lindsay and Bam were doing the nasty on the videotape and that it was made prior to Opie meeting Lindsay. Since the page 6 item came out, all parties involved have denied the tape exists, which I tend to believe. Now he believes this. Thank you. Thank you, Chauncey. Thank you. You believed the whole time that the tape didn't exist, but you knew you could get away with handing this story over to page 6, which I tend to believe since nobody has come forward to present the tape to the media. But the question now has to be asked, what do so many ex-staffers hate Opie so much that they feel the need to embarrass him any chance they get? No, this all started with one fucking guy a year and a half ago. And he got other guys that have been fired from the show to join in on it. Of course they would. Well, judging from the lies Opie so easily tells over his airways, from this reporter's perspective, it's easy to see why. And then he has my picture, and he even picked the worst shot ever taken of me, whatever, and writes, the Opie and Anthony show is now officially the lowest rated morning radio show in New York City with a 1.7 ratings behind Fresh. So there you go. Just want to get my point out there. These motherfuckers. And everyone knows who started this. Everyone knows. I'm not allowed to say his name on the radio right now. And he started a year and a half ago. He was texting me around the clock for weeks on end, and I wouldn't budge. The only text I ever wrote back to this guy was, get help, because I'm like, wow, you are damaged. What the fuck is going on? You need help. And then finally he started, he goes, Lindsay, sex tape. Do I have your attention now? And I read this thing like, oh, my God, who the fuck is ever going to believe this? Fast forward a year and a half later, this motherfucker was able to convince people to go to page 6 and have them fucking print this thing. And now I'm in hell. Because of my chick, not because of me. Say whatever the fuck you want about me. And it's been embarrassing the last week because I'm calling a lot of people that we know, and everyone's coming forward. Oh my God, he would call me up in the middle of the night and tell me about this and that, and he said he had stuff on me, he had stuff on Ant, he had stuff on Eric Logan. I don't think so far he doesn't have anything on you, Jimmy. But the big get was this, of course, sex tape. I'm fucking frustrated, man. I'm fucking frustrated.
Hello. Yeah. Why?
Time is it? I can't see the clock from here.
10:49.
Paris thought I move.
10:49.
10:49.
I have 10:48.
A little extra GTA time, I think.